monster, Naoya Inoue, said he will only fight Jesse Bam Rodriguez if the bout takes place before February 2027. Inoue says he won't delay his career waiting for Bam, and that if Bam wants more time at bantamweight before accepting the fight won't.
As excitement grows over a possible matchup, Naoya Inoue has sent a firm warning. He is not ready to wait around forever. That statement has only increased the pressure on a fight that supporters have been looking forward to for a long time.
He's not going to wait around. He's not going to fight cupcakes waiting around for Bam. Yeah. This is the issue right now, Max. Bam is going to fight Medina in November or December. That's a quick turnaround to February. That's not the monster's problem.
Making things even less clear, Robert Garcia said that no formal offer has been sent to Bam's team for a bout with Naoya Inoue. He also mentioned that Eddie Hearn has not heard from Inoue's people. So Bam's planned return in November or December is still the main focus for now.
I don't know what Inoue's talking about, honestly. He's acting like they've already sent us a contract or they sent us an offer, and that's totally zero. We haven't got nothing. I talked to Eddie Hearn 2 days ago, and he told me the same thing, that he has not heard anything from anybody regarding Team Inoue. So Inoue to say that, you know, it's a big lie, because he's making the world believe that there's offers out there when there's zero offers. So us, we have a plan to fight Bam in November or early December, and that's a plan. Unless we hear something from Inoue's team, then we'll consider it. But as of right now, I haven't heard anything, and neither has Eddie Hearn. Inoue is a great fighter, but Bam is not afraid of him. I'm not afraid of him. We'll do it. But they have to at least send an offer. At least let us know. Don't go out publicly saying, I'm not going to wait for Bam. Acting like if there's already an offer, there's no.
Even so, Robert Garcia thinks Bam is ready to go up and take on Naoya Inoue, just like he has taken on big tests in the past. But he wants Inoue's side to put forward a real offer before the fight gets any serious thought.
Sometime in February. So we would definitely consider the fight, man. If the offer has
even without a fight at 122? Like,
well, look, yeah, I don't think because if we have one more fight, like say October, November, then it's gonna be at 118. It's not gonna be at 122. We'll go straight into 122.
Okay.
So I know Bam could compete. Bam has taken challenges before. You know, he had 14 fights when he was fighting at 108, and they offered us to jump 2 divisions to fight Cuadras, and we took it and became champion. You know, nobody gave us a chance. Nobody thought we could do it, but Bam did it. You know, yeah, Cuadras is not Inoue, but neither was Bam. Bam wasn't Bam. Bam at 108 wasn't Bam at 118 now. So it's a big difference. Bam will take the chance, but at least let us know.
Flip side, Wade Plemons thinks Inoue versus Bam is the fight that needs to happen, saying the small weight gap should not be a barrier. He points to Bam's recent strong showing and impressive ending as evidence that he is prepared for the test. Plemons also feels that Bam's self-belief and current run of form make the bout even more interesting.
I think that's the fight to make. I know Bam would have to come up in weight, but we're talking, what, 4 pounds? We're talking, you know, a very minimal jump in weight that easily I think can be made. And again, we're talking about fight weight versus walk around weight and how different that is, I understand, but Bam looked so good in his last fight, dropping motherfuckers late in the fight after dominating on a ring card, on the ring for essentially all gold card. His performance was one of the standout performances, dominating the fight late into the fight, then drops his opponent, wins by stoppage in a big time performance, and he was getting trash talked all week. A massive moment, pressure filled, and he delivered. That would be the fight I want to see. That's the fight I think a lot of boxing fans want to see.
Yet Tim Bradley thinks Bam Rodriguez is not prepared to meet Naoya Inoue at this moment. Although he accepts that Bam has top-level ability and the potential to be among the best in the sport, Bradley feels he requires a handful more top-quality bouts before stepping in with Inoue. He also believes Robert Garcia is aware of the timing and knows that Bam still needs to gain more ring experience before moving up to that level.
No, he's not ready for Inoue right now. Hey, Bam, tremendous skills, pound for pound. Inoue's on the pound for pound list, but is he ready right now, like the next fight? Hell no. I think Bam need a couple more touches. And I think that Robert Garcia is a lot smarter. To be honest with you, he knows that Bam is not ready.
Yet Tim Bradley thinks Bam Rodriguez is not prepared to meet Naoya Inoue at this moment. Although he accepts that Bam has top-level ability and the potential to be among the best in the sport, Bradley feels he requires a handful more top-quality bouts before stepping in with Inoue. He also believes Robert Garcia is aware of the timing and knows that Bam still needs to gain more ring experience before moving up to that level.
Now, would I personally put him over the Monster right now? No, because of all the accomplishments, and the Monster's still looking damn good, and the Monster just clearly beat another pound-for-pound guy in a good fight, in a competitive fight. So I can't put him above him. But look, hey, I do believe this fight is going to happen with the Monster.
Expanding on that, Max Kellerman views Bam as the genuine article and commends him as a well-rounded boxer. He points to Bam's quickness, skill, knockout power, and attacking mentality, believing those traits let him get the most out of his natural gifts. Kellerman expects Bam to keep on looking strong, just as he has done all through his time in the sport.
Max, I mean, Bam is obviously an incredible fighter. It's hard to find any one single flaw with his game, right? He has the balance, he has the jab, he has the punching power, the speed, and I think it shows in every fight because he has a killer instinct.
Viewing the fight from a different angle, Malik Scott regards Bam Rodriguez as a full package with excellent speed, skill, and adaptability. His key worry against Naoya Inoue is Bam's shorter reach, which could make managing range a problem. Still, Scott thinks Bam has what it takes to go up against the top names.
Bam, to me, is the real deal, a complete fighter. I'm a sucker for southpaws, but especially southpaws with speed and technique and punching power and the attitude that he wants to apply all those gifts and acquired skills to hurt the other guy. I think Bam is going to look great, as he always does.
He is a complete fighter and without doubt one of the top 3 pound-for-pound, and it is well earned. Joining the conversation, Shakur Stevenson views Bam Rodriguez as a tough test for Naoya Inoue. Even with respect for Inoue's high-class ability, he thinks Bam's quickness, skill, and power could cause issues and maybe even lead to a knockdown.
Not actually Bam technical sound skills or his spirit, it's his limbs, Max. He's not like a long guy.
Yeah.
And when I think about him going against a monster, the only thing that gives me doubt of him fighting a monster is he's not a long southpaw. His punches don't come from a long distance. I'm a sucker for southpaws too, Max, but I'm sucking for southpaws that's a bit tall, that's a bit, a little bit more longer than Bam Rodriguez. But besides that, which is a God-given thing, he has all the attributes of a complete fighter. He is a complete fighter and definitely top 3 pound-for-pound and is well-deserved.
On the other side, Sean Porter leans toward Naoya Inoue because of his ring experience, power, and composure in the biggest moments. He thinks Bam Rodriguez will make it a close contest, but still sees Inoue coming out on top.
I like Bam. I can't go against Bam. I know Bam, and Bam my guy. I think Inoue is a great fighter, but I think Bam might be his kryptonite. I seen him get dropped by a southpaw, and I think Bam punched hard enough where he could drop him too.
While Porter picks Inoue to win, Jaron Ennis spoke well of Bam Rodriguez, highlighting his clean technique, smooth movement, and his ability to handle different parts of a fight. He also feels Bam's approach could give Naoya Inoue real trouble, pointing to his fight intelligence, ability to adjust, and versatility as traits that could make the bout especially tough for the Japanese star.
I think that gap in that weight, Inoue being slightly older, more experienced and things like that, I am inclined to favor Inoue in this fight, even though I haven't seen as much Inoue as I've seen Bam. But the reason why I favor is because the age gap, the size gap. That's big for the little guys. And Inoue is a monster. He's a monster. So I think that Inoue would be the favorite in on the betting odds and the blah 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 blah. And it's a hell of a fight, but I just feel like there's a gap there.
Assessing Bam's development, Doug Fisher thinks Bam Rodriguez should keep adding to his record before moving into the biggest matchups with names like Naoya Inoue. While he believes Bam still has more to do at the lower weights, Fisher is still impressed by his technical skills. He praises Bam's timing, footwork, ring awareness, and natural sense for boxing, stressing that his success comes from accuracy and control rather than just depending on his power to finish fights.
I don't know. Bam, super nice. I ain't even gonna lie. I like Bam.
You think he can beat Inoue?
I think so. I think he's smart enough, technically sound. got good movement. He ain't southpaw, so I think that probably give Inoue a little problem.
Looking past the technical aspects, Shobi's The Adult views Bam versus Naoya Inoue as a fight that could be truly historic, with huge meaning in Japan and all over the boxing world. He thinks a win for Bam would raise his standing right away, especially when you consider Inoue's achievements in several weight classes and his status as one of the sport's living greats.
He still has to prove himself at 118 pounds and 122 pounds before we can say, okay, maybe he can beat the monster.
Fight at a catch weight of 120 something pounds.
Exactly. But I will say this, fighting in the weight classes that he has occupied, flyweight and junior bantamweight, where he's Ring Magazine unified champion, he looks perfect. He's a complete fighter.
Yep.
You see the talent, the natural ability. You see the technique, which is textbook.
The feet.
You see some athleticism. Now he's not dynamic, explosive like Inoue. Okay.
He doesn't hit as hard. You're saying
he's fluid.
Yeah.
He's smooth with it, and it's not just the hands; it's the feet.
Yes.
And the timing is impeccable.
Many boxing analysts think Bam Rodriguez could have a real chance against the monster even with a catchweight in place. Still, they feel Bam has looked his very best in the lighter classes, especially at flyweight and junior bantamweight, where he became a unified champion. They praise his natural gifts, technical basics, movement, and athleticism, calling him a very refined boxer whose strengths work especially well at the lower weights. Maybe he could get the win over the monster at a catchweight of around 120 or so.
Like in the history of boxing, Inoue versus Bam. What that would do in Japan is stupid. If Bam beats Inoue, you're talking about one of the greatest fighters of all time. And I'm talking about better than Marvelous Marvin Hagler pound for pound. F no. Huh? F yes. If he beats Inoue, what else is next for him? Shoo. You might as well, damn. Inoue is undisputed in 3 different weight classes? Fighting 4 times in a year, making history by defending his ring title, his lineal championship 4 times, tying up Larry Holmes. Brother, Inoue is a current legend. You go up 3 weight classes and beat him.
Bruce Carrington also pointed out Bam's skill at dealing with some of the physical drawbacks when facing Naoya Inoue. His speed, timing, and smooth punch sequences could let him compete well even while going up in weight. Although Carrington admits that Bam can sometimes be open defensively, he thinks Bam's rhythm and control over exchanges make him a tough opponent. The main question, though, is whether Bam has enough power to keep Inoue from pushing forward aggressively.
Maybe he can beat the monster.
Fight at a catch weight of 120 something pounds.
Exactly. But I will say this, fighting in the weight classes that he has occupied, flyweight and junior bantamweight, where he's Ring Magazine unified champion, he looks perfect. He's a complete fighter.
Yep.
You see the talent, the natural ability. You see the technique, which is textbook.
The feet.
You see some athleticism. Now he's not.
On the other side, Pauli Malignaggi thinks Naoya Inoue's power is still a big weapon even as he moves up to heavier classes. While the knockout numbers might have dropped at higher weights, Malignaggi says Bam Rodriguez's smaller build could make Inoue's hits especially risky at 122 pounds. He also notes that Inoue has gone to decision more lately, but that does not mean his power would be any less of an issue for Bam.
Man, that's actually going to be a good fight. I do think that, weight classes matter, but when it comes to skills, skills can pay the bills, man. Even me, when I spar guys that's up to 154 if I really wanted to, and I fight 126. But that's because, I can hang with them because of my skills. And I think that Bam has the skills to be able to hang with a guy like Inoue. Bam is he's so swift and so smooth. He might have little lapses here and there in his defense. We've seen, Bam get knocked down. We've seen Bam get hurt. But man, he gets into such a rhythm that is like poetry in motion. It's man, what the heck? So yeah, I think that I wonder if he has enough power to keep Inoue off of him. But the style matchup is great. I think that both of them fighting each other is going to be.
So, could it come into play that Bam feels those punches a bit more when they land? The analyst also pointed out the big gap in star appeal between the two boxers. Inoue has grown into a huge draw in Japan, which gives him a type of commercial pull that Bam has not yet achieved in that market. Even though Bam has earned a lot of respect for his skills, the analyst thinks Inoue would still go into the fight as the clear main attraction, especially if the bout happens in Japan.
This has been a consistent puncher. Even though at this weight class, Inoue has not been the puncher, he's been at the lower weight classes. Bam is also a naturally smaller guy, so the power of Inoue, you would figure, would be something that Bam would feel if Inoue lands those big shots at 122. Because Inoue also was a smaller guy at one time, but he was hurting those smaller guys. Maybe he's not as hurtful at 122 as we've seen he's gone a distance recently more. But nonetheless, Bam is also a smaller guy. So could it come into play that Bam feels those punches from Inoue a little bit more?
Chris Algieri turned the attention to the physical side of the bout, pointing out a possible difference that could matter if the two champions face each other. He noted that Bam Rodriguez is still going up through the weight divisions, while Naoya Inoue has already made his mark at 122 pounds. In Algieri's view, that gap in natural size and time spent at that weight could be a key factor in how the fight plays out. As for what comes next, he is the best.
Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Y'all know I think Monster ain't no monster to Bam Bam. He just Naoya. Y'all know that. But I'm going to tell y'all right now. Monster Inoue is the man. He's the superstar. He is a much bigger name in Japan. That fight is much bigger in Japan than it is here in America. Jesse Bam Rodriguez is not the name over here that Monster is over there. So y'all know where I'm at with it. Bam. You gotta get on your Road Warrior shit. You gotta get on your Animal and Hawk shit. You gotta get on your Legion of Doom shit, bro. You gotta take your ass over there to Japan and go whoop Naoya ass, man. I ain't got no problem. If Monster Inoue says the demand for me to fight Jesse Bam Rodriguez and he gotta bring his ass to Japan, I'm not batting an eye at it. Number one, because I believe in Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Number two, Monster the A-side and it's not close, bro.
From there, Steven Navarro focused on what makes the matchup so compelling, calling Inoue versus Bam a rare meeting between two dominant champions. He thinks both have regularly dealt with top opponents with impressive ease, making a fight between them a high-level technical contest. Navarro expects the different styles and top-notch skills to create an exciting bout that boxing fans would love. You know what? It is a special fight. It is two fighters who have been on the pound-for-pound list for the past few years.
Inoue, what is next? He's the
26.
best. I don't know, man. For Inoue, 26 is waiting. Featherweight is waiting. But there is that one fight with Bam Rodriguez. They talked about it at length in the lead up to this fight. Well, could Inoue just keep going with these super fights and welcome Bam Rodriguez to 122 pounds for what would be a massive commercial fight?
Well, Bam is just moving up to 118 now. So then he's got to get another weight class up to 22 to take on Naoya Inoue, who is seems to be growing out of the weight class. I know he didn't look bigger than Nakatani, but Nakatani is just younger and he has the build. But the commentators are alluding to it. It's like is he looks a little tight at the weight, meaning he's holding the weight, and maybe it's been a while and he has talked about moving up. I do know some guys that were in camp with Inoue, and they said he's huge. Like he walks around big, lean or whatever, but he's a big 22 pound.
Sonny Edwards ranked both fighters among the best in boxing, but gave Rodriguez a small edge in a direct matchup. He pointed to Bam's smarts, sharp movement, and his knack for managing exchanges while slowly breaking opponents down. He also said he is a huge fan of Inoue and always has been.
You know what? It is a special fight. It's two fighters who've been on the pound list for the past couple of years. They've just been, no offense to any of their opponents, but they've just been sweeping their oppositions. And it will be a beautiful fight to watch.
Adding another angle to the conversation, Sonny Edwards placed both boxers among the sport's top names, yet gave Rodriguez a small edge in a direct meeting. He pointed out Bam's ring smarts, exact footwork, and his skill at directing the action while slowly wearing out his rivals. He also mentioned that Inoue is a pound-for-pound great and that this would be a major test, especially with Inoue having been at a heavier weight for the last few years.
I always have been. One of my claims to fame at one point was that I beat a kid in the amateurs that beat Inoue. I was holding on to that for a bit, but also a massive fan of Bam, and career-wise, I would rather Bam win.
Yeah.
Definitely. It'd look a lot better for me.
Correct, correct.
So I will be 100% rooting for Bam, and look, they're a lovely family. Bam's a great fighter, a great kid as well. I say kid, he's a great man. And yeah, I get on with him, and I will be rooting for him throughout the entirety of his career, unless he fights my brother. But I'll be rooting for him, man. And Bam has a lot. Bam has, great footwork, exceptional decision making. He doesn't load up or get too carried away with his success. He's constantly breaking you down and busting you up a little bit, and pound for pound great. And that will be a big acid test. And maybe Inoue staying heavier for the last few years. Obviously, they started at the same weight, like flyweight, so they both come up sort of the same amount. But maybe being heavier for longer, more camps, more fights, more accustomed to the weight division might give Inoue an advantage. But at the same time, Bam's one of those fighters that he doesn't give you a load of opportunity to hit him, and he's always thinking about his work. I think that is genuinely one of the most elite and top level fights you can make in the sport, and I think if that fight gets made, I hope the world of boxing fans really gets behind it and makes it an event that seems as big as an Usyk, Fury, or AJ.
A real super fight.
A real super fight. Like a super fight. And that is where things stand with the possible Bam Rodriguez versus Naoya Inoue matchup. With size, power, experience, and skill all coming into play, this could turn out to be one of the most thrilling fights that boxing has to offer. Who do you think wins if these two finally step in the ring together? Drop your prediction in the comments, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing news and fight breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.